to Swarm of Comics. I'm Randy, your handsome and humble host. Is that catchphrase getting a little old? Should I stop that maybe? There's nobody over there. Anyway, welcome to another episode with me at Swarm of Comics. Today, I'm doing a quick video because I want to show you a couple of books that I've just recently picked up, and I also have a new camera. High def 4K. I still look blurry. Maybe it's just my face. I'm not even sure. But I got a little light. Makeup and hair is still on vacation, not back yet. I've beaten that joke to death. Moving on. This first book I'm going to show you guys, I picked up at an auction. It's a raw book. I'm hoping to get it slabbed. It is my first time ever owning an issue of this book, but it's from 1961. It is The Brave and the Bold 38. It is an appearance by the Suicide Squad, Task Force X. This is back when they were not a bunch of supervillains that were, Amanda Waller wasn't running a supervillain team or anything like that. It was a woman scientist and a captain and all these different people that would go on these adventures. And they started in The Brave and the Bold. They eventually got their own series and a bunch of reboots and things changed over time. But back in 1959, when they premiered in Brave and the Bold 25 maybe, they were just this team that would go on these adventures and these missions. This was 1961. I don't know, they probably had a bunch of appearances first, but this is still fairly early, and this is in fairly good shape. A couple of spine ticks, you can see a little bit of them right there, but still pretty good for 61. This issue, they're fighting the Mirage Master Alien, and apparently they're fighting, it says, Master of the Dinosaurs, which is a bit of a misnomer because that's a pterodactyl, and pterodactyls are not dinosaurs. Somebody smarter than me can correct me in the comments if you'd like, but not a dinosaur. So this is pretty good shape. Hoping to get this slab pretty soon. I just think it's an awesome, amazing cover. It's got this big lady with spiky horns on there. Oh, Statue of Liberty. I got it. I got it now. Cool. Anyway, fun book. Love that cover. Moving on. This next book is very appropriate to why I wore this excellent shirt. You should go find this shirt on redbubble.com if you love it. Look how amazing it is. So anyway, this is the Black Cat. This is beautiful copy from 1963, Harvey Publications, Black Cat number 64. This is an 8.5 with white pages. So beautiful book on here. And it's got a devil cover. Everybody loves the devil covers. Plus it's got the cheesecake, good girl art, everything like that. Now, this is a supersized issue. And it's reprints of earlier issues. Black Cat ran from 41 to 51 for about 10 years, but kept going into the early 60s with reprints. So I don't care if it's a reprint. I just think it's a fantastic cover. It's an 8.5. This is actually an old slab. The off-white pages isn't here, it's over here, or white pages actually. And this definitely could use a press. I know that books with thick spines have a harder time, I think, pressing, but this might even be worth it if it was worth more money. It's just not worth cracking and pressing. CPR, crack, press, resubmit. Probably not for this book. Presents well, beautiful cover. Love that. While I was picking that up, I also bid on and won another Black Cat, one of the actual original ones. Black Cat number 22 from 1950. This one also features an exclusive illustrated interview with Joan Evans. So pretty important stuff here, guys. It's got the little stamp on it here. I love those stamps that used to be on the books. But again, you've got your good girl art. She's beating up an old lady with a gun and stuff like that. It's my first issue of Black Cat, so I'm pretty excited about this. I bid on a couple of others that is some pretty cool covers, maybe even a little cooler than this. They just weren't in my price range here. So hope you love that. Those are my two Black Cat books. My first ones, 1960s, 1950s. Love those. Those are going into the PC. And the last book that I'm going to show you has two sort of stories behind it. The first one is the collection it came from. So the book is called A Feature Presentation, and it's issue 5. And of course, it says the Black Tarantula on it. I think they were hoping to make it big as this new character or something like that. But this was the only issue that existed of this. This is a 5.0. And what you can see on here is you see a sticker. It says the Feedstore Collection. This is not a pedigree on the label. This is a sticker that was put on by Heritage Auctions. A young man went into his grandfather's feed store, who I think had long closed and he was long gone, and found boxes and boxes full of comic books. Maybe I remember it was 700 or 750 comic books. And apparently his grandfather had collected them for many, many years. And this auction, I think the whole collection got brought to somebody, they got it slabbed, and they arranged for this to go out through Heritage Auctions. And Heritage Auctions put this little pedigree sticker on here. I have another book, it turns out, Master Comics. I'm not sure what issue, but I'll show that in another episode. So that's kind of the cool history of where this came from. And this was only recent. This was only in the last year or two, I think, that this collection was discovered, slabbed and sorted through and sold. This is not a super expensive book, but it is pretty cool. Neither of them that I have it from the collection are, because there was so many, but some of them were. I don't remember the title, but I know one of the books went for $58,000, and there was a lot of books. They made some good money off of Grandpa's collection. So that's the first cool story about this. Plus, my camera, there's a ring light there. You can see it to light up my face. So, well, anyway, this camera zooms much better. Zooming. So that's the first cool story. Second cool story about this book is this book was reprinted 2 years later in another title, and the other title was called Startling Terror Tales, issue 11. The comic book nerds out there, the real hardcore comic book nerds and collectors, will know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'll put that up on the screen for you to see that cover, because it's one of the most infamous pre-code horror books, 1952 for that one. Startling Terror Tales issue 11 is an L.B. Cole cover, and it is the Ghost Spider of Death. And the cover looks, as you can see, just like you'd imagine the Ghost Spider of Death would look like. That book, if it was in a 5.0 and I had that book, it would be $5,000. Or if it was a higher grade, it could be $100,000. But that book, Startling Terror Tales issue 11, is just a reprint of this. This is the real original story. This is where the quality is, inside, not the cover. Although the other cover is pretty cool, but this cover is amazing. Look at that. I mean, so that's the cool thing. Unfortunately, I have the $5 book and somebody else has the $5,000 book, but I still love this, and I love this cover. And I love the webs, and I'm going to do a whole episode where I just talk about all of my cool web covers. So the other cool story about the Startling Terror Tales number 11 is that the cover has a variant. And I know that wasn't really big back then, but the title of it, the outline around the background of the title of the book was supposed to be outlined in blue, but I think it went out in black first, and they stopped the print run and they fixed it, and then they put the rest of them out in blue. So that's a variant. So as if it wasn't already expensive enough, they made it even more rare by having multiple variants on that book. So a couple of cool stories for you, a couple of new books that I brought in, a new camera looking amazing here. So we've got a microphone, a camera. Now all I need is some personality and to have some fun in these videos. So I hope you enjoy this. Again, I'm Randy at Swarm of Comics. Please like, comment, subscribe, send me money, give me comic books and free stuff. Tell me how much you love me and how funny I am. So that's it for today. Go watch all my other videos. Maybe I'll even put another one up.